So, I've been trying to up the audio quality on all these videos. So today I'm going to try and use this, the Ulanzi J12 wireless microphone. Can you hear my cat in the background? Okay, so my cat doesn't like being locked up because he keeps on jumping onto the tables, but here's the unit itself. Ulanzi, there they are. And let's see what's inside. There is a little instruction set, qualified certificate, which I'm assuming is going to be a quality certificate. Very basic Chinese instructions, and I am assuming this is going to be a USB-C cable. USB-A to USB-C. Plenty of them, so I'm just going to leave that in the box. The box itself, it reminds me of like a massive earphone one, if you like. So USB-C port, Ulanzi logo, and then we have one of the transmitters. They have little contact points at the bottom, so I'm not sure if they're plugged. They're probably not charged because, see, there we go. So the contact points actually charge in the cable. Now if I pop it in, yep, you can see it's charging. Oh, there's a green light. Let's try that again. Oh, there you go, there was a green light here. So that must mean it's like its battery level. So let's try it here. So you get two. So there is the J11, which has just one transmitter and a receiver, but I could not see it on Amazon. And this was fairly cheap. This is like $50 something, whereas the DJI and the other mic systems are much more expensive. The difference is that the range on these is only about 10-20 meters, where the other one's about 100 meters or so. I got it just because this is far smaller than every other compact case. Like, that fits in my palm. It's big, but it fits, you know? So it'll be great for traveling and just doing these little mini phone-based vlogs. This is very lightweight as compared to the rest and doesn't stick out very much. So I'm gonna switch over to the audio on that and we'll do a little range test in just a second. Okay, so I have just turned this on. There's a little clip button on the side, and I've just pegged it on here. So I'm just gonna, this is me, as you can see, holding it up right to my face. Then I'm just gonna clip it to my shirt. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. And then let's go for a walk. So this is about 1.5 meters away. I'm gonna go to that corner. Sorry about the mess. We've kind of come back from overseas and not really done anything, so that's, we are about 3 meters away now. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna go out of the frame. Maybe I can show you. So excuse the mess in the place. Okay, I'm gonna go over there, which is about 5 meters. And mind you, this is an apartment. There's a lot of Wi-Fi interference and whatnot. And currently I've got my back to the receiver, so I don't know what the audio is gonna sound like. Now we're about 5 meters away. Can you see me? Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just gonna go behind a wall. This should severely drop off the audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm coming back. At some point the audio is gonna pick up again. Hope it's early. I mean, that's assuming that the battery hasn't died because it's only just gotten a little bit of charge.
A few moments later.
Again, so you should have just seen me walking around the apartment with these. I'm going to just show you what they look like over the long distance. So at the moment, you're listening to everything via the phone and the built-in microphone. So what I realized is that one thing, I should have just turned the page inside out. There is English instructions here, and the buttons on the side here are just more than just on-off. They actually control noise reduction. Let me just plug this in quickly into the phone. Okay, so I'll pop it on there. So now the audio should be from this little doobie whacker, the Ulanzi J12. So what I was saying was, I thought this button was just on-off, but it turns out that this one actually controls the 3 levels of noise cancellation that's built in. And that's the problem that I've had with this, is when I heard this, the audio from this, just through the phone speakers, it sounded fine. When I put in headphones, you can kind of hear that it's got this little fuzz in the background every time you talk. So I thought it might have been the noise cancelling kicking in and off, and it was. So I've turned it to, this is the lowest setting now. And if you press it again, this is 1 step higher. And this is the maximum noise cancellation. So I think every time I talk, it picks up the audio, and you can kind of hear this fuzz in the background. Now we're back to level 1. I'm just going to go for a walk and see how far before it cuts out. This should be able to get to 15 meters. I did try it with a few doors closed, and yeah, it didn't get as far as the last video would have shown. And I want to show you what it's like with the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is my usual one that I was hoping to find a smaller package with a charging case for it. Okay, so I'm going to slowly back away now and head, what are we? So that's about a meter away. That's where the phone is. About 2. It's and I'm sure the Wi-Fi isn't super strong here. So now I'm almost back, so hopefully that makes sense. The other problem I had is, I think my voice is very dynamic in that the lows are low and the highs are very loud. So I found that this was having trouble picking it up. It just sounded kind of muffled and whatnot. This is me just talking directly into it. This is it when I'm wearing a jacket. So this, I think, is the right distance for this Ulanzi to clip onto my shirt. But generally speaking, if I'm wearing just a t-shirt, that's where it's going to be. And I don't know, it just sounded very booming and muffled and not the most clear audio. I will compare this with the Rode in a second so you can see what the difference is, and you can make up your own mind. I think I can't expect this to be the same as like a $300 product. This is like, what, 50 bucks or 60 bucks. But I already have these. So if this, with my little adapter doohickey, so in the past my issue with the Rode was that there's a USB-C female plug, and I used to have a cable to the phone and to the laptop. But I found these little things, which is a USB male adapter, which you can I got a little U connect thing, so I can plug this in and plug it onto the phone, which seems to be stable even with this. So this is on the Insta360 Go. So I'm going to try it with the gimbal, and if this works, then I might just going to stick with this. It is heavier, so I don't know if the gimbal is going to compensate. But that was the main reason why I even bothered to get the Ulanzi when I already had the Wireless Go 2s. So I'm going to switch over to that now. Okay, so I have just turned on the Wireless Go, so you can just do a palm gesture. I'm not going to do it because it'll turn itself off. So it should be now tracking me, yep, as I walk around. That's doing pretty well with the Rode microphone attached. I'm going to turn around and walk the same distance, so roughly about 10 meters. the Rode microphone is directly underneath my neck, around like where my neckline is with my t-shirt. I think I got to about here, which is about the 10-meter mark. This should have no problem with it. I'm gonna walk about double the distance just to prove the fact. So probably I'm not visible on the frame anymore. There's a lot more concrete in this section of the outdoors area. That's about double, maybe 1.5, call it 1.5. So that's about 15-20 meters away, and that should not have dropped out. There is metal in the way of transmission with that I'm just coming around now. So just here, this is like a huge machinery block thing. You can hear the hum. But anyway, so one of the things I want to try is, does the Insta360 pick up that I'm back and keep tracking? Looks like it is. And here we are. Now, I haven't actually tried the Insta360 with using external audio, so hopefully it picked all that up. So this is how the Rode sounds right up close, where I would normally have it at the best of times without having to move it down with the gain adjustment. So let me know what you think of the audio. I think overall, from what I first heard, I was really impressed because I couldn't quite hear that fuzz just on the phone speakers. When I heard the fuzz, I was like, look, in the ideal world, I wouldn't have it, but is it unusable? No, it worked as I would expect for the quality of like a $50, $60 product. Because again, you're getting two receivers and, two transmitters and a receiver. That's pretty good. That's the same as the Wireless Go, which was a lot more expensive. But I think you do get what you pay for, and considering that one is 5 times the price, you'd expect it to have a better audio quality. But for something in this price range, I don't think you can really go wrong. Do I personally need it now that I've tested the gimbal and this and it seems to work? No, so I'll probably be returning it, but not because I don't think it's a terrible product. It's just I'll just double up, and I don't really need that. Okay, but yeah, Ulanzi J12. There is a J11. I can't find it in Australia, which just comes with 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. So I think that one is only about $30. So especially for phone stuff. I have tried it with the laptop as well, plugging it into my Surface Pro 9, and yeah, it just comes up as a USB microphone and works just as well. I noticed the hiss more with the laptop, but again, I think I just had the noise cancellation on maximum. So yeah, Ulanzi J12. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you like these random tech reviews of products like this. I'll link everything down below if you want it. The actual USB-C male adapters were quite hard to find, so I'll link that specifically down below. All right, with that, bye.